Hi, this is Chico Resch. You are listening to the Let's Go Devils podcast on the Primetime Radio Network.
Happy Devils Thursday. This is Devils After Dark, coming to you live from the Primetime Radio Studios in beautiful New Jersey and in Beverly Hills, California, as as American Whiskey, the official home game bar of the Let's Go Devils podcast, 51 Edison Place, across the street from Prudential Center, next to Championship Plaza. Also the site of our $500,000 party on Saturday as the Devils beat the LA Kings.
Harpoon them. They harpooned them, Sam Wu.
Yes, they did. Yes, a harpooning by Dawson Mercer. And I just want to say that if the San Jose Sharks are going to make a trade for Dawson Mercer, you're going to have to give up Timo Meier, Erik Karlsson, pay all their salaries, and 10 first-round draft picks unprotected for the next 10 years. That's all I have to say.
Let's just move on from that.
I'm
almost sick of talking about all that stuff already. But either way, I'm sure we'll chit-chat a little about it in a bit. But wow. Oh, that's right, Josh. Yeah, it's Dawson Mercer. Hey, Erica. I scored the game-winning goal. And then I scored another one before that. And then, I had an assist, too. It was a good game. Can you buy me some beer, Erica? You're over 21, right?
I don't need ID anymore if I'm scoring like this.
That's for our boy Josh over there on the YouTube chat. Says he was waiting for the Dawson voice to come out when he started talking in the interview. I hope he does that one day. He just goes up and just like, hey, Erica, hey, would you buy me some beer for winning the game? That would be super cool if you could do that. Thank you. Oh, Dimitri, I don't know. Sam, is Mercer still on for 24 goals? He seems to be chipping it. He might have heard this podcast and said, 24? I'll take your 24 and I'll raise you.
He definitely listens to this podcast. He definitely listens.
Sure. Yeah,
I'm sure he appreciates us mimicking him as well.
He's one of our 500,000 downloads. Yeah, I'm sure that happens. Yeah. But anyway, game number 58 on the season. Welcome everybody. Let's talk about. See everyone piling in for some celebratory drinks. You know, we weren't soothing the woes like we did last game 2 days ago against the Montreal Canadiens. No. We're here to celebrate a big victory, a W for your New Jersey Hockey Devils. I see Peyton pouring the drinks, pouring them out. Pour them all. And raise a glass in the air. Can we call him Dawson Hughes or Jack Mercer? Well, I don't even know what we should be calling him anymore because he's on fire. Dawson Fire Mercer, whatever you want to call him. He is unbelievable right now. Game number 58 on the season. Home one down there at the Rock. Look at America. Oh, look at that pour. Oh, that is some vodka going into that glass over there. Peyton is not messing around. Woo, baby. Whoever's getting that one. Oh, maybe that guy with the slick red Devils. Oh, no. Going over there. Oh, it's the alt jersey. I thought it was the throwback jersey. Man, I like that red jacket over there at the bar. That's a slick one. But either way, how is everybody doing? Let's talk about this game. Big news before the game, Dick Vanacek's back in net. The other big news, Brendan Smith, Mr. Penalty, has been scratched from this game, and Kevin Ball is back in there. And oh, did he pay some dividends by the time this game was over. And Dawson Mercer was making headlines before it even started. Before the game even started, Sam Wu, I don't know if you caught this or not, but why does everyone like to flip off the camera? I don't understand that. But either way,
I don't know.
But it's okay. You can do it. It's nice. We all love you. But either way, Dawson Mercer was making headlines before the game even started. So if you don't know, he has tied Scott Gomez's consecutive game streaks. If you don't know, Dawson Mercer is Mr. Black Sabbath. He is Iron Man. Since he's come into the league, he has not missed a game. Through his rookie campaign last year and all of this season, he has played every single one. And someone will have to do the math for me because I can't remember how many games in a row it is. It's 100 and some, but he has tied Scott Gomez as most consecutive games, from the starting point, when they came into the league without missing. So knock on wood. All right, knock on wood. We don't want to see any injuries or anything like that. I doubt he's going to be scratched come Saturday. But he will be looking to 140. Thank you, Wyatt. 140 straight games to start his career, tying old Gomer. And won't that be nice? Because we know Gomer will be in the house on Saturday to celebrate the 2003 Cup team. So how cool is that over there? A nice little coinky-dink happening with Dawson Mercer and Scott Gomez. But let's talk about this game over here because you know what? It wasn't all sunshine and butterflies over here. First half of the game, not so good. Not so good. Devils kind of getting outplayed. Now, I will have to fully admit, I didn't actually visually see the game because, you know me, I live in Los Angeles. So, game blacked out on the old ESPN Plus broadcast because they're playing the Kings. Yippee! Just what I love. But I did get to listen to Maddie and Chico on the radio broadcast, which I haven't done in a little while. So it was nice to hear from our boys over there, good friends of the podcast over here. And actually, Chico probably summed it up. I think in the middle of the second period, he said, you know what? He said that the Kings aren't impressing me as much as the Devils are disappointing right now. And I think that was really the key in the first half of this game. Defensive breakdowns. How many times have we seen this? John Marino, what is going on? Do we need to get you a pair of isotoner gloves to wear underneath your hockey gloves? There seems to be a lot of mistakes coming from Marino that we didn't see prior to his injury. Now he's been back for, a number of games now, more than a handful or so. You would think that rust would, wear off after a couple, but we've still been seeing some. Thank you, Josh. I agree with you, by the way, with Lawson Krause over there from Arizona. By the way, what's he got? Sam, what did I sent you guys yesterday in our group chat? How many hits does Lawson have on the season so far? I'm gonna have to go and look real quick. By the way,
I will look that up for you.
126. 126 hits to go along with his 20 goals on the season. Or has he got 19? Doesn't matter. It's pretty close. But 126 hits. Wouldn't that be nice? Right next to Jack Hughes. 6'4" and 220 pounds of beef.
Beefalytics are there.
Jackie boy.
Beefalytics are there.
The beefalytics are there.
Yep.
They are there. So we'll get to all that stuff in a little bit. Let's talk about the game. I just saw Josh's comment on the YouTube page, and I just wanted to mention that I'm right there with you, bud. 7:24 into the first. The Kings, they got some really good veteran talent that have been around for a long time, that know how to play this game, that know how to play against a younger team, that can take advantage of some situations. Kings, by the way, are in second place out here in the Pacific, just behind the Knights. So, they're no slouches. They're going to be in the playoffs, and they put up a good fight through the majority of this game here. And Kopitar got them on the board with a breakaway. Oh, how many times have we seen that recently with these Devils? A breakaway goal there, able to put it home 5-hole through Vitek Vanacek, 7:24 the first period. Devils down 1-0, and then Victor Arvidsson, man, did he have himself a hell of a game, because just before this, I believe he missed. Yeah, he did on another odd man rush. There were 3 turnovers that the Devils had in the offensive zone in that first period that created odd man rushes the other way, and the Kings scored on 2 of them. One, Arvidsson missed a wide open net, and then the second time, Arvidsson and Fiala coming at you. Those are 2 dudes that you don't want to see coming up on a 2-on. Why can't they let like a fourth liner get a 2-on-1 or a breakaway or something like that? Why is it Kopitar, Arvidsson, and Fiala, who has been dominating this season, by the way? Man, what a pickup he's been for the Kings from the Minnesota Wild. But old Bill Guerin was like, man, wish I had a little bit more salary cap for that one. But either way, Arvidsson and Fiala come in 2-on-1, and Arvidsson doesn't miss this time, putting home his 17th of the season on the wrister. Fiala gets his 41st assist on the season at 11:35 of the first period. 2-0 Los Angeles Kings. All right, and more breakdowns in the second period. And they led to 2 crossbars. The Kings hit 2 crossbars, by the way. In the second period, Vanacek had to really turn up his game. He made a huge stop after a Marino turnover on Fiala on another 2-on-1. He threw the splits out there at one point as well later on in the period. But Vitek Vanacek really keeping this team in the game. I know Jesper Boquist, Fabian Zetterlund both got some good opportunities. The Devils had 2 power plays, but man, they were not getting those quality chances. And it was just after the second power play, or was it the third? I think their second power play had expired. Finally, Tomas Tatar, that cagey old veteran who is all of a sudden, he was down there on that third line for such a long time, and it seemed like he was just absent from this team. He's popped up there to line number 1 with Nico and Dawson Mercer, and those 3 guys all playing that 200-foot game have just made an incredible first-line attack over there. And Tatar gets the goal at 16:44 of the second, and this was just after the power play. Dawson Mercer from behind the net with a little toe drag through the Kings defender, feeds it over to Tomas Tatar for the backhander, up high, top shelf, baby. No messing around on this one. No chance for the goalie to kick out the leg pad or anything like that. No, backhand, top shelf. That's what we're talking about over there. Dawson Mercer continues his point streak there to 5 games with his assist, his 20th of the season, and Tatar gets his lucky number 13th goal, the number of the captain, Nico Hischier, at 16:44 of the second period. And then finally, the Devils remember, hey, we're the New Jersey Devils. We can play a lot better than this. And they kind of kicked their asses into gear and really turned it on. Moving into the third period, it was the man who found himself in the lineup again, big old Kevin Ball, who has a nice dump in to the zone from the about the center ice position over there. It wraps around, and who is it once again? That cagey old veteran, Tomas Tatar, coming through with a smart play, taking advantage of a young Kings defenseman. Tatar puts the stick between. First off, he hustled over the puck. Okay, that's step number 1. The hustle over to the puck, coming around the boards from the dump in from big Kevin Ball. Tatar gets his stick in between the skates. He's able to basically deflect it to himself, and then he sends a backhand pass over to who else? Dawson Mercer, who rips it home with the snapshot for his 17th goal of the season, tying up the game at 2-2 at 2:23. That would have been something if it was 2-2 at 2:22, but 2:23 of the third period, and you're finally like, okay, these are our boys. It's the comeback kids. Once again, the Devils have finally woken up. Those slow starts, though, that's a problem. It's a problem, especially when we come playoff time. That's going to be an issue. They got to work on that. But Dawson Mercer puts it home. Big Daddy D, the DM, who's sliding into those DMs. Hey guys, can you maybe slide into my DM and then buy me some beer? I got an assist. I just scored a goal to, tie the game. I think that's fair. Why don't you buy me a 6-pack? Maybe a 12er. We'll have a good time. Let's see where this 12-pack takes us. Like Carl Berton and Arnaluski from Aqua Teen Hunger Force. I don't know. Maybe you'll have to slide into the DMs of old DM and find out. Right after that, though, Arvidsson comes back, puts one off the post. Thank you, gods of iron right there, to save that one for us, because that would have been a doozy, because that was right after the Dawson Mercer goal. And believe me, that crowd was erupting after Dawson tied that game up. Kopitar got a great pass after Marino out of position again, leaving, Halla and Severson back on defense. And it was Dursey who put the home his 7th of the season, a defensive goal right there. Kopitar and Fiala coming through with the assists on there at 15:41 of the third period. Big slapper that beats Vanacek to put the Kings back up 3-2. And you're like, damn it to hell. Damn it to hell. I thought we were looking good. We're the comeback kids. We should be outscoring this team right now. We should be playing a lot better. And all I'm thinking in my head was, it's time for the captain to come through. It's time for the captain to make something happen. And sure enough, 6-on-5, just after the power play expired, because the Devils got a late power play as well. Just after the power play expires, the Devils will pull in their goaltender. When it's 6-on-5, that's Devils time over there. Late in the game, they usually make the magic happen. We all know what happened the last one with the Canadians. Lose the face-off and right down the net, right down the ice for the empty net goal. But today, different story. And it's Jack Hughes, Dougie Hamilton, and Nico Hischier. Triple H, baby. Time to play the game. The Triple H coming through to tie the game up at 19:21 of the third. 6-on-5 style. Dougie Hamilton with the puck. Works it down to Jack Hughes. And now they're working it around. They're moving the puck around. You can hear the crowd, shoot the damn puck already. But they're being patient. They're working it around. And Jack Hughes makes his way down to the bottom. Sharp angle. And it's like Nico Hischier almost just like put his stick down and kind of angled it and said, hey, Jack, can you hit this right over here? And Jack Hughes is like, yeah, dude, no problem. Sharp angle shot with nothing. Boom. Puts the pass right on the stick. Nico doesn't even have to move. Pa-ting! Deflects right into the goal. Devils tie it up 3-3 late in the third period. Moving into overtime. And Jackie Boy almost ended it right off the bat. Woo! He hit iron just a few seconds into the the OT with a shot off the goaltender's glove and then off of the post. But oh no, DM is coming back at you once again. Dawson Mercer is going to end things at 2:30 of the overtime with a tip. Vitek Vanacek, as of now, getting his second assist on the year for this one. And also Dougie Hamilton puts the puck there for Dawson Mercer to tip it in front past the goaltender for his 18th of the year and the game winner in overtime. Devils pull out the victory when they need it, because I do believe the Rangers lost as well. So putting the points on the board while the Rangers are unable to. Big win for the New Jersey Devils at home today. Your 3 stars of the game, no surprise. Dawson Mercer with 3 points gets your first star. Tomas Tatar with 2 points gets your second star. And wait, did he only have 1? Did he get an assist? Yeah, he got the assist on the first Mercer goal. 2 points for Dawson, and then Nico Hischier with the game tire. There late in the third period is your 3rd star of the game. Shots on goal for the Devils, 7. Told you that first period was bad. 12, 8, 5. 5 shots in OT for a total of 32. Kings, 9, 6, 7. Bagel, 0 goose egg shots in the overtime for a total of 22. Devils had a decisive edge in the faceoff percentage, 60% to 40%. Kings 0 for 1 on the power play, which means the Devils' penalty kill streak continues, my friend. It goes on and on. Devils 0 for 4 on the power play. Got to work on that a little bit there, but they did score just after the 1 expired. And right after at the end of the game there, yeah. So just after some penalties expired, they did put the puck in the net. They out-hit the Kings 21-16, 19 blocks for the Kings. That's something we've been seeing all year long. At least it's better than the 28, right? I think the Canadians had 28 block shots last game on Tuesday against the Devils. 19 blocks for the Kings, 8 for the Devils, only 7 giveaways for the Devils. Much better than we saw against the Montreal Canadiens, and 11 takeaways for the boys. Big victory for your New Jersey Hockey Devils. Have yourself a drink there at the bar at American Whiskey. Don't forget to tip your bartenders. I see Peyton rolling around. She's pouring those drinks. She is pouring those drinks. And Dawson Mercer, maybe, hey guys, at American Whiskey, maybe you can buy me a beer when I stop by a little later. I got my fake ID. Maybe they'll let me in because I'm on the team. Right, Sam Wu?
That's right.
What a game for our boys. Man, Dawson Mercer. Gonna trade him to San Jose? Yeah, no, no, we're not doing that. Thank you very much. No. Yeah, no. We know that was not gonna happen, and that was not in the cards, and that was a big no. I think all along from Mr. Fitzgerald, because Dawson Mercer was a first-round steal. What did we say? Was that the Coyotes or was that the Tampa Bay pick? I can't remember. Sam. Was that the Coyotes pick?
Coyotes.
That was the Coyotes. The Taylor Hall trade. The trade of trades once again. Thank you, Adam Larson, by the way, for making all that happen.
No. Thank you, Johnny McLean, for coaching that team to get that bad record to get Adam Larson.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right, we can do that as well.
Yep.
But don't forget, it all originally started with Adam Larson and that one-on-one trade over there. So thanks, Adam, for that one. We do appreciate it, and we'll always tip our hat when we see you come in with Seattle now. But either way, huge victory for the Devils. Big rebound from the Montreal game, and especially the way they played the first half of this game. It kind of sucked. So the fact that they were able to regroup, rebound, and pick up the victory, not just a single point, but the victory. We know what the Devils are. You know they're deadly. They are deadly in OT, but you know what? Come playoff time, there's no 3-on-3 action. It stays 5-on-5. Oh, snap, I forgot. The Devils are one of the best 5-on-5 teams as well. But they can't rely on taking advantage of that 3-on-3 where we know that they dominate, putting all these teams away. But either way, want to hear what you say about it. Facebook Live, Twitter Live, Twitch, YouTube Live. I see everyone chiming in over here on YouTube, probably talking some trade stuff as well already. I'm so sick of all the trade talk already, Sam, to be quite honest with you. I mean, I know that the Boston Bruins just improved themselves today. Is it official with the Kane and the whatchamacallit? The Rangers? I don't know if that's official, right?
No, the New York City Yellow Cabbie Union are deciding.
They're
part of that decision making. Yeah.
I know there's rumors out there, but I didn't see anything concrete or anything like that. And who cares, really? He's got like half a hip left right now, and he's going to need surgery. So I'm not all that concerned. I know he had a really good game in Chicago like a week ago, but whatevs. I'm not as concerned with Patrick Kane right now. If this was Patrick Kane 5-6 years ago, yeah, but Patrick Kane with only one hip when he needs surgery, I'm not as concerned right now. But either way, I'm with Josh. I think Lawson Krause over there in Arizona is most definitely worth the look. By the way, he's only 25 years old. By the way, he's already signed for the next 5 years at $4 million per. Might that come in handy instead of like a $10 million, $11 million contract from Timo Meier when we're going to be trying to sign our Dawson Mercers, our Luke Hugheses, our Simone Nemec's, maybe a Vitek Vanacek for a longer term deal. We got a lot of young talent as well that we need to lock up. So just keep that in the back of your mind as well. And by the way, 6'4", 220, 126 hits. Hello. Tell me that would not be really, really nice playing with Jack Hughes. You're going to think twice about running Jackie Boy, and Jesper. You put Jesper out there, man, whoo! It's just like, Lawson, clear the way. Just clear the way and let these guys rock, that's the way I'm thinking about it right now. We'll see what Fitzy comes up with, but let them know what you guys think about this game, this victory, where the Devils are headed this weekend. And right now, we got to check in with the king of the football calls himself. Hot damn, did I miss him on the last Devils After Dark. Woo! I was like, oh, man, I'm running out of things to say here. I need to hear from the great Sam Woo. Oh, I see some bucket hats in the crowd over there. Oh, boy. We got some buckets of beer with the bucket hats. Oh, they're putting the brewskis back down there at American Whiskey, where we're going to be doing it on this Saturday. Big $500,000 party. Sam Woo, let's check in with you. What did you think of this game that was just played?
Well, just like what everybody was saying it in the YouTube Live and Facebook Live, the first period was just dreadful. It was dreadful. Not so much. I mean, the Devils did come out firing, but it just seemed like the Kings, they took the lead, but it was just, it's the same script all season long. Slow start, not a problem. And throughout this entire game, again, I feel like I'm repeating myself with all these, on Devils After Dark, that, okay, Devils down 3-2, get the popcorn ready, and sit back and enjoy the show. Because you knew that they were going to come back. You knew it. Mm-hmm. And I thought Copley played out of his mind at times. Just the amount of, he, just like in the Montreal game, you got to tip your hat to the goaltenders. They kept their teams in it. They kept their teams in it because the Devils were swarming. So, I attribute to what happened against Montreal. How many times did the Devils hit iron? They hit iron in this game, but they just kept coming. And Dawson Mercer right now in his second season, he is confident. He is hot. Obviously, he's hot, but just the confidence of just, going for the jugular. On that play, and answer me honestly, Scotty, on that play, that last play that led to the game-winning goal, you saw the give and go coming, and you knew that it was going to go back to Dawson Mercer, and you knew that the puck was going to go in the net because he is that confident right now. And normally in overtime, we're talking about Jack Hughes, the normal trio, Jack Hughes, Jesper Bratt, and Dougie Hamilton. And now suddenly, in the past 6 games, 5 or 6 games, Dawson Mercer is part of that elite core. in the last 5 or 6 games. Results. And he's just a great kid. And I'll say it again, that 2020 draft, I think he's more than the steal. I mean, Lafreniere picked first overall, and then Dawson Mercer at 18. And you got to think that he is so impactful, never ever spending time in the AHL level with the NHL club, and he's showing that he belongs here, and he's going to be, if he keeps this up, I mean, going into the playoffs, Scotty, I mean, the Devils have such a threat, especially even strength. How many even strength goals does he have this season? 16?
Something like that. Yeah, I'd have to look that stat up. Let me go. You keep going. I'm going to look it up.
Yeah, and just look, we're going to be talking a little bit, all the trades that were made today about with other teams. Other teams, they're stockpiling, like what the Rangers are about to do allegedly, what the Boston Bruins did. This is all I have to say, and I said this on Game Day Live. And I'll say it now. The Devils are in a different situation than these other teams. All these other teams are ending up and putting all the chips in the middle of the table because they're going for it now. The Devils are such a young team that they don't have to mortgage the future. Nope. They don't have to do all these things. Why? Because we all knew coming into this season that we wanted to see them improve. They have gone above and beyond our expectations. And you know what? It's okay to be a little bit patient. It's okay. I want Tom Fitzgerald to make the right deal. If it's not there, don't do it. Don't do it. Who cares about the Rangers? Who cares about the Boston Bruins? Because what the Devils have right now is something that they don't have, is a dynasty in the making. I truly believe that, because for 10 years of suffering, that pipeline is full. Do not give away the pipeline, because that is your greatest long-term asset for many years to come. And other teams like the San Jose Shark would love to have a piece of that.
Yep.
But they're going to have to pay a high price. And if they're unwilling, too bad, so sad. The Devils are going to be going to greatness soon enough. That's all I have to say about that, because we don't want to be in a Cold War stockpiling with our rivals. There's no need for that. They're already scared of us. I mean, look at the Devils. Third youngest team in the NHL, and they have 91 points in a competitive Metropolitan Division behind Boston and Carolina for the Eastern Conference. I haven't checked the standings, so I'm not updated.
Yeah, that's what it is. By the way, Dawson Mercer, 15 of his 18 goals at 5-on-5.
Crazy.
He's got two power play goals, one shorthanded.
Wow.
And yes, we are now 3 points behind. The Canes got 2 games in hand, but we are 3 points behind Carolina at 81. We are 6 points now up on the Rangers, both with 58 games played, and we are 5 regulation wins above the Rangers. They only have 33. The Devils have 38 at this moment.
That's big.
And somehow the Bruins have also only played 56 games and have 91 points. How in the hell is that possible? I don't understand it. But either way, yeah, we digress. We're just going to focus in on Carolina and the Devils over here. But yeah, they are sitting pretty they are third in the league. Toronto has got 78 points. Tampa Bay's got 76.
You know what? If the Devils make it to Stanley Cup Finals and they're playing a Pacific team, I mean, their record against the Pacific, I mean,
dude,
that's an amazing record.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, we basically, oh, damn it, we didn't get to annex all of Canada because friggin' Montreal. I didn't even think about that. But and even whatever happens, I mean, there's a reason why I'm calling it the Beastern Conference. It's because it is what it is. I mean, these Western teams, besides Edmonton, which we all know, Edmonton is, it's Draisaitl and McDavid, After that, is Evander Kane, but he's, they're not as deep. That's why they tend to get beat in these playoffs. That's why you could have two guys last year with 30-plus points in the playoffs and be eliminated in the second round. Mm-hmm. Who was it? Mike Smith. Oh, man. How do they have Mike Smith in there as a goaltender? But, and now, they're trying to get Carlson, and that's what they're going to try. They're going to try and stack it and just have those guys out there playing like the entire time. But we've beaten Dallas. We've beaten Winnipeg. We've beaten Vegas. We just beat the Kings. We've beaten the Kraken. The Avalanche, listen, you never want to see guys get hurt, but Makar is really messed up. They're not the same team right now as they were. So, I mean, you look at that, and then you look at this Eastern Conference with Carolina, Boston, Toronto, the Devils, the Lightning, even, I mean, the Rangers as well. The Rangers got 75 points. They're one behind Tampa Bay. It's the Beastern Conference. It really is. Like, whoever comes out of the East has to be far and away the favorite, going into whenever the finals do happen. Because they're just dominating. They really are.
Yeah. And if the Rangers do indeed get Kane, obviously they're going all in. And that's fine. I'm not even worried about it one bit at all.
I'm not worried about Kane either.
Yeah.
I mean, half of his points have come in the last 3 games or the last 4 games. Literally half of the points on the season he got in 3 games. Yeah. So cool, but I think he's one big check away, and especially coming here to the Eastern Conference, which is a little bit more tougher and rugged to play in than the West. You're gonna come here, you're gonna get rocked. Boston, are you kidding me? They are gonna run you over. Toronto's gonna do the same thing now as well. Those teams, man, Toronto's looking tough. That's a team I'm really worried about. When they added O'Reilly, like we said, that's a captain that they added there as well.
Yeah.
Man.
I'd be worried about Toronto. I'm actually more worried about Toronto than Boston. I know that sounds
Boston.
Boston, let me tell you something. Any of these teams that are just dominating in the regular season, I don't know. I get this gut feeling that something's going to happen in the first round.
We'll see. I mean, Toronto's notorious for it as well, but I think that is one of the reasons why they wanted to get O'Reilly, is to have that leadership and that experience to maybe, take them through some of this stuff, because, they're likely going to have to go through either Boston or Tampa Bay,
Yep.
And those are 2 winning franchises right there, especially Tampa Bay. We know they don't have the same lineup as they always had, but they still got their big guns. They still got Stamkos. They still got Kucherov, Vasilevsky. They still got all the big names down there, the majority of them, that can really make a difference and who have won multiple cups. And you got a coach who knows how to do it as well. Man, I'm getting pumped for these NHL playoffs already. NHL playoffs is always my favorite time of year. I think they're the most exciting playoffs of any of the sports out there. But, man, this year, this Eastern Conference, however this bracket comes out, it's going to be exciting as hell, man. You got the potential of a Devils Rangers there. Whoever it's going to be, Boston and Tampa and Toronto. Woo, man. It's going to be exciting.
I just can't wait to watch and feel like you're at Prudential Center in the playoffs, game 1, and that the speed, because the players are going to be so amped up, Scotty, and with the roar of the crowd and just the absolute speed and skill, we haven't seen anything yet. Yeah, we really haven't, and it's. we've come a long way, Scotty, since we first started Devils After Dark. Because around this time last year, we were talking about draft picks, positioning, what the Devils could do.
I sound like Bettman. What? Bill, don't insult me like that. I sound like Bettman. Ugh. Bill, come on. I thought we were friends, buddy.
Elaborate, Bill.
Please. Trouba is going to be all over Hughes. No, he won't be if Lawson Krause is on the team. I'll tell you that. Boom. You want to handle someone like Trouba? Throw someone like that out there right against them.
So how many points do the Devils have right now?
The Devils have, 81. I'm sorry. I was going to say 79, but that's what they came into. 81 points. They are plus 44 on the season. And that is tied with Toronto and the Hurricanes. And the Bruins, again, the friggin' Bruins are plus 92. Holy Hanneman. Man. And they only played 56 games. They're 43-8-5. Wow. And, you got to say that about Carolina. Carolina's only lost 10 games. They got a lot of OTs. But they've only actually lost 10. But they have all those overtime winners. Same thing with the Rangers. Rangers got 9 OT winners. Devils only have 5. Boston's only got 5. So, but Florida's working their way up as well. Detroit's right there. We've seen Washington basically trade a lot of their team away. And since Ovi's been, I think it's with his pops, right? Isn't his pops real ill or something like that?
Oh, he passed away.
I don't think they've won. Oh, did he? Oh, I didn't even see that. I thought he. Okay. Yep. It's a bummer. You never want to see things like that. Yep. But since hasn't been with the team, I don't think they've won a game. I think they're 0-5 since he's left. Buffalo has just been kind of like lingering there. Pittsburgh, you never know. They, with Malkin and Crosby and Letang, they can make a hot streak, but I don't think they're going to make too much noise if they do get in. But Florida, Detroit, the Icelanders, another one, bringing in a captain. Uncle Lou, he likes that leadership, and man, Bo Horvat, he's having himself a hell of a year. I know it's his walk year and everything like that, but I mean, he picked a good year to go ahead and throw out that 30-plus goals over there. So the Islanders, you gotta be careful with them because they got the goaltending as well that can get real hot come playoff time. So it's gonna be tough, man. It's gonna be real tough. But I am so excited for it. I think the Devils can make some noise the way they are now, even as these teams are adding players and stuff like that. I really feel confident that the Devils can make some noise. The place where I think I'm most worried about, and I think a lot of fans will agree on the old YouTube, and I know Sam Wu will as well, is that defense giving up all these, odd man rushes and breaks. They have got to clean that up. They cannot come out and sleepwalk their way through the first period in the playoffs because they will get into too big of a hole. They'll be able to score some goals and get themselves, near, but, these other teams can score as well. And you can't be going down 3-0 or 4-0, to a team like a Tampa Bay or a Toronto at some point, especially a Carolina.
They'll change gears and shut you down.
Yeah. Yeah. So they really have to get this first period sludge, whatever the hell is going on. Guys, put some Slayer on before you get out on the ice or something like that. Get yourselves pumped up. Put on some Cypress Hill or something like that, Insane in the member. Get yourself pumped before you go out there. You got to do something. Whatever. I'm saying go with the Slayer. I'm a metal guy, so that's what I'm going to say. But yeah, I don't know what they're listening to before they get out there, but they got to be pumped and ready to move in that first period. Because today, again, the 3 odd man rushes, 3 turnovers in the offensive zone almost led to 3 goals. If Arvidsson missed a wide open net, it could have been 3-0 in that first period. You can't You can't be taking those chances with a team like Carolina, Boston, Tampa Bay. I'm telling you, man, once Tampa Bay gets that playoffs, they are just going to kick it into high gear like they always do. And they are going to be a pain in the ass to a lot of teams. Don't be surprised to see them make a big run or to see them shock someone like eliminate the Bruins or something like that, because they're a team that's been there, done that, knows how to win, and they know how to pick their spots. And when you got a Stamkos and a Kucherov and Sergachev, I mean, like, they're stacked. They're still stacked. So this is stuff that the Devils really, really need to clean up before playoff time comes. And I think they can make some noise. Listen, it'd be great to have a Timo Meier, but do they necessarily need him right now? I don't think so. They're winning games without him. They've been winning games without him all season long. It's not like the Devils are playing, we talked about this, it's not like they're playing 500 hockey. What were they, 6-3-1 we had them at? So what are they now? 7-2-1? I don't know. I have to look at TSN to see what they are in the last 10. But they're not like 4-6 or 4-5-1 or something like that. They're playing above average hockey right now. You got Jack Hughes, and don't forget, Jack Hughes hasn't put the puck in the net yet since he's come back from injury.
Yep.
He's going to catch fire again. And you have 4 players now. Oh, no, wait, almost 4. You're going to have 4 players over the 20-goal mark. When's the last time the Devils had that? It might end up being 5 by the end of the season with Dougie as well.
That's true.
Dawson's going to get there. Jesper Bratt, Jack Hughes, Nico Hischier. Dougie's going to get there as well.
What's Tatar at right now?
Tatar's at 13. He may get there by the end if he keeps playing with Dawson Mercer and Nico Hischier on the top line. He'll probably get there as well. And, the way Nico is going, you're probably going to have at least 2 30-goal scorers with Jack and Nico. If Jesper Bratt gets a little streak going, don't be surprised to see 3. What's Jesper? I think Jesper's at 23 goals. I have to look at the stats, but I think he's at 20. He might be at 24 as well. I don't know off the top of my head. I'm going to look it up right now, Sambo. I think he's at 23. But we're going to find out right now. He's at 23. You got Jack Hughes at 72 points. You got Dougie at 56. You got Jesper Bratt at 55 points. Where's Nico? Let me see. What's Nico at? He's at 52. So you got the chance of 4 60-point players right here. That's a good deal, man. That is a good deal. Dawson Mercer's got 35. Tatar's got 31. And for all his streakiness, Sharon Govich has got 26. Let's see if we can get him to 4. I mean, that's the guy we really need to see start getting going. I mean, he does a hell of a job on the penalty kill, and, his total game is really good, but his streakiness is just, it's Zaka-esque at this point, And last year, what did he have, 24 or 25 goals last year, I think? So we want to see him put the puck in the net a little bit more. Eric Halla, we all know about Eric Halla. He's got some good assist numbers, but the goals just aren't there. I want to see Zets getting to go a little bit more. But, man, Dawson Mercer and Tomas Tatar, you get that first line going. Woo, baby, with Nico. And then you're throwing Jack Hughes and Jesper Bratt out there on the second line. And if you put a Lawson Krause out there with them to provide some beef and protection for them, and then you got a third line, with like Halla and Sharon Govich and Palat, man, that is a shutdown line over there that can play against other teams' top lines in the playoffs. And then you get your fourth line mix with a McLeod and, a Zetterlin, a Miles Wood, or old Nathan Bastian, Jesper Boquist as well. But just adding that one piece, man, can make a really big difference. I know a Timo Meier can make a big difference as well, but you're going to pay a big price It's not going to be the same looking lineup. Some of those guys are going to be gone, because Timo's going to cost you. And he's going to cost you in the long run, too, because you're not going to be able to re-sign everybody. I trusted in Fitzy to make the right move. I think Greer might be overplaying his hand a little bit, because if it is true that Timo Meier has said that he wants to go to the Devils, then in reality, Fitzy he's got some upper hand there, because all he's got to do is say okay, well, don't think this is going to work. I'll see you later. And then Timo Meier is going to be like, yeah, I don't want to go to St. Louis. I have a whole no trade agreement right here, so don't want to go. And then Greer's going to get stuck. That's the other thing. In that whole Timo Meier situation, Timo's got to agree to it as well. So, keep that in the back of your mind. Fitzy, I think, is being real smart here. He's not rushing into it. He's not worried about other teams adding some key pieces here for the stretch. Devils are still hot, man. They're still playing really well. Would it be nice? Sure. But what's it going to cost you in the long run, too? And if you could get someone else where you can add another 20-ish goal scorer who's young, who's already signed for the next 5 years at only $4 million per, and it's not going to cost you anywhere near as much, and he's actually going to protect, the guys that need a protecting. Not a bad idea. I'm sure some are going crazy on the chats right now, but,
Ramona said something funny.
Uh-oh, what'd she say about me this time?
No, she said, Sam, are you going to talk tonight?
Oh. Sorry to disappoint you, Ramona.
Bill Agnew, Sam, talk. Sam, please. Hand signal, Sam.
There you go. All right, well, I guess I'll shut up then.
No, Scotty, it's just jokes.
Why don't we move into you versus Woo, because we've been going for quite some time already. I know we're coming up on our old hour marker over here, so we gotta get this show going. I gotta get a packing. I gotta do some laundry. I gotta get Winston ready. Hopefully, the monsoon that is scheduled to hit Los Angeles. Figures the one day that I'm actually scheduled to fly back to New Jersey. Los Angeles is hit with our first severe winter warning weather in 30 years. So, yeah. Hopefully, my flight doesn't get canceled tomorrow night. By the way.
Oh,
we'll see how that goes. But yeah, looking at the old radar, I got it's 100% chance of downpour. That's what it says on the app right now for tomorrow. So I'm like, awesome. When's that going to clear up? There's a flood watch until 4 a.m. I'm like, sweet. My flight's at 11. Yeah, way to be. All right. So hopefully my flight doesn't get canceled. And I hear also it's going to be the coldest day in New Jersey on Saturday.
Yeah.
It's been like a month or two.
Yeah, it's been global warming here all winter, like 50 degrees, sometimes 60, low of 40.
The one day Scotty's in town, it's going to be freezing.
Negative 10.
So,
anyway.
So sorry about that, everybody, for me bringing the cold. But either way, let's get to some you versus Woo, our score predictions that we've been doing all year long. Thank you, everyone, for playing along on YouTube Live, Facebook Live, Twitter Live, and Twitch. What's Bill? Oh, Bill. I don't know. I don't love Bettman. I don't know. Do you love Gary Bettman, Sam Woo?
Gary?
Yeah, he's not my favorite.
To tell you the truth, I actually like the guy.
I'm not a fan of Gary Bettman. My favorite, one of my favorite things in the world was it the Marty retirement when they brought out Bettman and everybody booed them. They booed the hell out of him, and then Lou came out and everyone's went Lou, and he went up to the microphone. He's like, Commissioner, I just want you to know they were doing something different for me. That was a Lou, not a boo over there. Like everyone's like, ah! Oh, man. But either way, let's get to our score. Oh, man. Good old Lou. Uncle Lou.
He'll be there tomorrow on Saturday. Lou.
Oh, really? I mean, that's great.
Yep.
I was hoping John Madden would be too, but I think I think Arizona's playing, so I don't think he's going to be there. But yeah, I can't wait to see all the players that are going to be there on Saturday. It's going to be a lot of fun. And me and Sam, remember, if you're not going to the game, me and Sam, as long as my flight doesn't get canceled, me and Sam are going to be doing a watch party there at American Whiskey. Are we allowed to say some of those things, Sam?
Let me check my email. I sent it, but why don't we just go ahead? I mean,
what apparently we're working on, we'll see. We're gonna have our special Taylor ham burger.
Yep.
So it's gonna be a wad of Taylor ham on that burger. It's gonna cost $20.03, 2003.
Yep.
Okay. What was the other one? Oh, the pitchers of sangria. Are going to be $30, right, for Marty Brodeur.
Marty Party, yep.
The Marty Party, right?
Yep.
And for pitch during the game. So if you're not actually going into the game, if you're going to stay at American Whiskey and do the watch party with us, pitchers of beer will be $12.
The freezer special. The
freezer. We were trying to get lower. Okay, we shot lower. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, we shot a little bit lower. We were trying to go for the $5 or $6 or whatever, but the prices are the prices.
Rent is expensive on Edison Place.
It's inflation. It's inflation. What can you say?
Yeah.
But for the 12 wins that the Devils needed to get the Stanley Cup Finals. It's going to be $12 pitchers during the game. So as soon as that puck drops until the final buzzer at the end, if you are doing the watch party with Sam and I at American Whiskey, pitchers of beer will be $12. So we're working on. Did we do the shot thing? I don't know if that came through or not. Or that was
the $3 shot thing.
And $3 shots for. We're gonna have like you remember we did the Swedish Fish last time for when we had our Jesper Bratt night.
Yep.
So that was $6 beers and $3 shots. So we're going to bring the $3 shots back for the third Stanley Cup for the for the Devils over there. So we're trying to make things happen for you. So if you are going, please stop by. It's going to be awesome. But anyway, you versus Woo right now. Sam, what did Mr. Vinny have for? Oh, Max says holy deal. Okay. I'll go with that, Max. We like I said, we were aiming for the $5 or $6 pitchers, but they they weren't going for that. So
maybe I'll talk to them about it. Nothing's final yet.
We tried. But 12 is that's better than what it usually is.
It was for Jeff Friesen. Jeez.
Oh, there you go. Perfect for Jeff Friesen. All right, awesome. There we are. All right, excellent.
We can go with Colin White. I don't know. Anyway.
That's 5. But either way. So what did Mr. Vinny Parisi have for his score prediction?
3-2 Devils.
He gets the OTL, right? No, he doesn't.
No,
he doesn't.
no.
I'm sorry. No, it was 4-3. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, so an L for Vinny. How about you, Sam Woo?
I had 3-0 Devils.
3-0. Okay.
That didn't last.
Well, it doesn't happen.
But Bill Agnew had 4-3 overtime.
Okay, Bill says he had 4-3. Okay.
Yep,
All right. I like
here.
it.
Got it right here. It was all written down.
Okay. Ramona had 3-2. That's close.
And Josh S. had 4-3.
Oh, all right. So we got some W's tonight. Way to go, everybody. We got some points on the board for our score predictions. Excellent job, everyone. Love to see it, and thank you for playing along all year long.
Yep.
And we're going to continue throughout the season over here. Our buddy Dave Singer, I believe Dave Singer is going to be coming down on Saturday as well.
So
we'll have some the Victory Bucks himself in person. Oh, and by the way, I think during either before or maybe after the game, or maybe during the intermissions. Maybe we'll do it during the intermissions of the game. If you're at the bar, we're going to do some 2003 team trivia as well. Yep. And we might have a couple goodies to give away for you guys. So if you come down, we're going to do some trivia there in between about the 2003 team. Probably do our 3-question thing, like something easy, something a little bit tougher, and then a really hard one as well.
Yep.
But we'll have some fun stuff that we can give away for you also. So really looking forward to it on Saturday, celebrating the team, celebrating 500,000 downloads for the Let's Go Devils podcast. Woo. And again, we couldn't do it without you. So thank you again, everybody. That's all I got today, Sam. Well, I'm going to turn it over to you for the final goodbyes.
Yeah. Hope to see you all Saturday. Going to try to do a Woo report at the venue tomorrow. It's going to be a late Woo report as I'll be setting up. Also, 3 p.m. Eastern is when the party will start on Saturday. There's going to be a lot of things going on, folks. So a lot of people, Hockey on Tap guys are coming down to party with us. And it's going to be a great time at American Whiskey. And
Nick Villano, too.
Yeah, Nick Villano, pucksandpitchforks.com, editor-in-chief.
Stay in the fan address.
And
Peyton will be there.
Yeah, Peyton will be there.
Shorts guy, Beer Baron.
Shelly will be there as well. DJ.
Nice.
So,
DJ Shelly.
Yep. We're going to have a great time. Hope to see you all there. Hope to see Scotty there.
Let's hope that this weather is okay.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Alrighty. Thank you, everybody, dropping the podcast at midnight. Devils winning 4-3 in overtime. Till next time, let's go Devils.